story time. I know it's not Oni, but I want to know the story of this world. So, excuse me while I have a tangent for a while. Um, let's see. Explorers Guild. Judgment is here. We're completing that in 45 seconds. So, I think we can add more stuff to the before times before Judgment. Let's see if we can get these into the list before Judgment. Oh, not all of them. Pause on reset. Could not make the cost for this action. And that was to escape. Takes too long. Okay, what if I just do one of these and we increase one at a time per loop until we survive? Play? Yes! Oh, we don't need to pause if it's functioning. And it's no longer functioning. Okay, we could only add one. That's fine. One is better than none. And the thing that we are doing is Mind Soulstone. So this number over here will go up just a scooch by 20% haven't explored. How many do I get? I don't know how many soulstones I actually get, but we are getting more than 0 now. And more than 0 is a good number. Okay, so we are exploring in Commerceville. We're currently just surveying and not making a world of difference because I have it set on only 10x speed. We will be improving that shortly as soon as I get chat all happies. Here we go. Chat is happy enough. Okay. Extras. Bam. 10 times faster. Oh hey, look at it go. Zoomy zoom. Boop. And all of these are progressing. I'm not getting as much luck bonus as I would like, but hey, we are still getting some luck. Let's go zoomy zoom even harder. There we go. Is it registering? Yeah, it is. It totally is. Excellent. Ah, so fast we can't even really read numbers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Game, do you want to go faster? Let's see, we're mainly getting dark magic and mercantilism. That sounds about right. Ah, yes. We're not making too much progress on the other skills. That's fine. But our stats are all going up. Excellent. And we've surveyed 2% of the world. This is actually going slower than I thought. Do more zeros, do more good. Whether they do or not is unclear. But the bar is moving, and that's what makes me happy. Okay, so dark magic is giving me more mana from smashing pots and wild mana, which means I survive longer each loop, which is excellent to grind that. Mercantilism, multiply your mana gain from bind mana. Okay, so we are gaining more mana per loop from things we already collect. Excellent. When we hit 25%, which has no relevance to this, I'm going to see if we can add one more pickaxe to the loop. Just for randomness. Come on, zoomy zoom. Excellent. Okay, can we do 2? We can do 2. Can we do 3? We can. Yes. 4. 4 kills us. Okay. I'm just gonna let that grow in bits with our levels. It's great. Okay, 100,000 perception talent for bird watching. We ain't bird watching. You stand by the flower trail, eyes closed. For the past few loops, your eyes and eyesight have stopped getting any better. So you decide to train your hearing instead. You can hear a bird flying overhead. The subtle turbulence around its wings telling you that it needs to preen a feather near its shoulder. You smile. Oh, that is creepy levels of, hearing. How are we not insane yet? That is too much data. Oh goody, we just, invested 1,000,000 gold in Commerceville. You notice the sigils this time, glowing ever so faintly beneath the teller's skin. They pulse in time with his heartbeat and radiate outwards from his chest, branching all over his body. As you approach, you deposit more money. Their glow increases slightly as his eyes trek towards you and his mouth opens to begin reciting the usual lines every customer hears. As you leave, they fade back into imperceptibility. Collect interest in Commerceville. 1,000 gold collected in 1 loop. You may have found a loophole in their business model. As it turns out, it doesn't matter if you bring the same coins to the bank loop after loop. Your bank balance still goes up. You're worried that bank security might cotton on and kick you out. But the teller doesn't seem to have any problem with holding you the coins. With handing you the coins. Okay. Can I really give them their own money back? Let's add and invest at the end. No, we can't invest after we collect. So, can we switch them? Wrong way. Yeah, that number go up fast. It's just growing. It's just growing. I love exponents. It's only 0.01%, but it go up. It go up. Number go up. Yes. We will hit the max. I'm sure of it. Because, I mean, there is a max listed. So, we have to get the max. Because we have to be able to purchase a key for 1,000,000 gold. Oh, joy. And my mercantilism keeps going up. We currently get almost 1/4 times more mana from buy mana, which lets us live that extra bit longer. Excellent. But are we actually buying mana at any point? Because we took that one off. And we took that one off. And those only spots we can do it. So yeah, we're not actually buying mana at any point, but when we do, it'll be worth it. So I'm not seeing a huge difference in what's going on based upon surveying a bunch. Is this actually getting me progress? Supposedly. We'll wait till World Survey hits this end of its bar, and then we'll switch to Thieves Guild. Surely that'll, either open something up, or we force it to open something up. Okay, 5% goes a lot faster than 4% did. Oh hey, luck is up to 64,000. This does give me luck. But it's the survey I'm doing. This gives me luck. Okay, yeah, we're just grinding luck now. We need the luck, because we're low on luck. Once I have a good enough, actually luck is no longer my low point. It is charisma. Because surveying has given me much luck. Okay, let's go back through everything and see what gives charisma that's repeatable and hasn't given me weird things. Wait, I can survey here now. I survey every bit of the world. Every spot has its own survey now. Okie dokie. I need to survey the whole world, not just this area. Interesting. The Explorers Guild has taught you how to find what most would miss. Gives max math per action, currently 2. Each percent survey gives an additional 0.05% findables in this zone. Additive to spatiometry. Cost 1 map and gives 1 completed map unless this zone survey is at 100%. Okay. So I have to survey everywhere. Good. That's gonna give me so much luck. But not charisma. Okay, so let's let that keep doing its thing. We're gonna see what repeatables give me charisma. Those are things we're already doing over and over. Buy mana gives me charisma, but that's only, you know, as much as I have. Meet people we maxed out, but we might not be maxed out once we survey. Oh, we have to purchase the map in the area. Yeah, cost 200 mana, 15 gold. Okay. Oh, hey, we have a new thing here. Will unlock with 25% world surveyed. And we still haven't found spatiometry. Okay, the world changes quite a bit as we level up. I like how it makes me go back to Beginnersville. So since more of these will open up, and the short quests do give me mostly charisma, we might get more shortcut quests here when we survey it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we don't need to worry about charisma so much. Once we've surveyed Commerceville entirely, we'll go back through each of the worlds and figure that out. By figure that out, I mean survey all the different bits of it. Because we've surveyed all of this, but we're not finding anything because maybe the Thieves Guild unlocks the stuff. We'll do Thieves Guild before we go back and survey the whole world. Because I want to be evil Robin Hood doing time loops. At least we found a temporary way to grind luck. It's not giving me the most luck of the percentages, but oh, it's mostly doing perception. But it's an even spread amongst several things, and I can repeat it infinitely. And I will have to do it a bunch, so all the better. I love how spastic this whole thing is now because I'm so speedies. So we are just waiting for this bar to go this way 36 times, and then we do 100 elsewhere after we do Thieves Guild. Yeah. In the meantime, my dark magic goes up, giving me more mana to survive longer, and my mercantilism goes up, giving me more mana from buying mana. Not that I'm buying any mana right now, because I cannot survive that. Let's see if we have gained enough levels to get more soul stones. It looks like that survived. Still surviving. Oh, hey, we've been surviving even better. Can we do 7? We cannot do 7. Okay, that will give me more stats because that means more soul stones. Excellent. Oh yeah, you can just see those zooming up there. Excellent. Excellent, my stats be growing. So let's see. Most of these are below 1,000 still. The only ones above 1,000 are Dark Magic, which we're currently working on, and Chronomancy that we grinded so hard yesterday. So hard. In order to make it through the loops. Just barely enough to survive to get here. Yes. Let me look at the mana wells. Yeah, they're maintaining having mana by the time I get there. Excellent. Joy. And we are doing them before... No. We're mining the soul stones before those. That's still okay. We're trading some mana for soul stones. It's okay. We are speedy enough that we can do that. Okay, we're already at 72%. That's good. Just another 28% of grinding. Beautiful, beautiful grinding. Oh, dexterity is actually below my luck now. Wow. Several things are below luck, including strength. I never thought I'd see that one. Yes. Luck be improving. It's actually gaining in the ranks above a lot of things right now because we're just grinding it. Yes. Yes. Okay, 26% now. Can I make this thing go any faster? Bigger numbers? Bonus seconds? I don't think it can really comprehend a faster number. Yeah, we're getting several blinks in there where it's limiting us. Excellent. We're going max speed. Looks like we're on loop 23,598. And the number I just said was a different number than what it was when I started saying the number. Because we are going through the loops so fast. Okay, so does survey give us mercantilism? No, it's just every time we go through the bank again. Okay, our current interest is 134,000 that we're reinvesting. We have big number. And we're just re-putting it back in every time. It's lovely. So lovely. I'm not going mad at all. It's a lovely world. Okay, can we get away with more soulstone? Yes, more soulstone. No. Okay, we were able to add one more. It's always nice to add one more. Means my stats are growing. Okay, so Beginnersville has these new things popping up that I haven't tried yet. Do the other worlds have those popping up? So far, not yet. Not yet. But I think once I start using those things, things will pop up. Why is the world survey go at such different speeds each time it goes? You might find more stuff with higher percent. Okay. Supposedly, but I haven't found anything here yet. I think we'll find more in Beginnersville. Namely, more pots to smash. And then in the Forest Path, we'll have more wild mana. Oh, that means we'll be able to do more herbs, which means we'll be able to make more potions and grind those things out faster as well. Once we, get to doing so. Yeah, the first chunk of the percent is fast, and then it gets extra slow at the end. What's up with that? That doesn't feel like a consistent percentage. Okay, 15% left for Commerceville, and then we become Robin Hood. That felt good. I'd say excuse me, but at this point, you guys should expect that my GERD acts up, and it's just more pain to hide it than to just let it be free. Okay. 13% left. I'm surprised I've actually been able to get so many of these extra large tasks in, because they be costly. I want to refresh myself on the price of gambling. That's mostly luck and charisma. Hey, that is a way to get charisma. Even though give me more luck, but whatever. Yeah, I bet if we survey here, we can get more swindlers to more suckers to swindle. Requires reputation above -6, and it costs 1 reputation each time. That's fine. Requires above -4, gets me charisma. How much can I get drunk? Because, that would surely, give me the charisma I need at a 300 times XP multiplier. City Explorer. Right, that was to hear rumors. But I sure can use that to gain charisma. If that is indeed the approach I desire to take. I just have to have more than -4 reputation, which requires healing lots of sick people in Beginnersville, because this is how I get oodles of reputation over and over. Okay. But right now I have to be on the naughty person's list. Santa hates this person. Again, I have to be on the naughty path because when I face judgment, I have to be below -50 in order to go to the Shadow Realm. I haven't done the good person's path and have positive 50 reputation. Who needs that? Maybe the next time I hit a blockade in this, because things are slowing down a little bit here. I'll switch to the good person's path. But for now, we are continuing to grind this out. It's only 5% left. Let's see. Can I get 8 in? I can. Can I get 9? Still working? 10? 10 does not work. Okay. That is more bonuses than I thought. Manage loadouts. Save the progress we've made in our current loadout. Because I'm not going to try for 10 until afterward. Okay, oh, we've collected 1 million gold in 1 loop! Woo! Okay. Invest in Commerceville, invested 1 million gold. A sleek, dangerous figure walks in. Fresh blood dripping from his coat. He tosses a bag of told onto the counter with a smug grin. Wordlessly demanding a deposit, the teller hesitates, but his sigils illuminate in a burst of light blue, and a moment later he's properly handling the transaction. If there's any semblance of law in this city, the bank's stance seems to be the most indifferent neutrality to it all. Oh, wow. Collect interest. 1 million gold collected in 1 loop. You think you understand what's happening now. The rules of the contract bind the bank as well. No matter how ill-gotten your gains, the teller simply has no choice but to hand you the appropriate amount of gold. Of course, it's not like he has reason to care. It's the bank's money, not his. Okay. I can do seminars now. Okay. Let's do that. And take off survey. We don't need that anymore. Am I not able to make the cost of a seminar? You cannot make the cost for this action. Oh, because I deposited all my gold. Okay. And then afterward we'll join the Thieves Guild and see what happens. You buy an entrance to a motivational seminar, learn to be your best self and make people love you. You're pretty sure turning back time is the only way you can get these people's off these people's mailing list. Okay, this is how I get my charisma up. You're ready to start your own cult. Increases the number of followers you can recruit from by 1 for every 100 levels. Oh no. Increases your followers' contributions to team combat by math. Oh no. Okay, we're rich. So how many of these can we do per loop? Pause. Oh, we can get through 31. Can we get through like 100? Clicky clicky. Okay, how many of these can we get through? Oh, we can get through 100. Okay. Let's just put survey at the end, just so that there's a thing going on. Not that we need it going on right now. Okay. Explorers Guild in Commerceville fully surveyed a zone. Rather than snatching the map out of your hand, the guildmaster lets you hand it into him before he calmly, carefully studies it. Yeah, I think you're done with that spot. Keep up the good work, he mutters before once more tossing a few half-done maps your way as your reward. Seminar in Commerceville. Attend seminar. You reflect on all you've heard at the seminar. A lot of it just came across to you as useless, grandstanding by the organizer. Sure, but something about how he spoke kept you from losing focus. A useful skill to train, perhaps. Okay, can we go 200 of these? I think we can afford 1,000 of them at least, because, we do have 1,000,000 gold. Oh yeah, since we've got the survey on, we don't just lose all progress for the thing. Okay, so, give me a minute to... You know what? I'm just gonna keep clicking this without looking while we read, attend 10 with the seminar in Commerceville. Attended with 10 leadership. Even now that you've seen him a few times, you have to admit that the man in charge of the seminar is damn good at what he does. Little by little, you're making those skills your own. You're sure you'll find a use for them once you're, out of the loops. Seminar in Commerceville. Attend with 100 leadership. By now, the seminar leader looks up to you as you enter the room. But the moment of enchantment doesn't last. Still, you smirk to yourself as you notice the little tells of frustration as he realizes he's not the absolute center of attention anymore. Oh, I love this game. Okay. Okay, we're up to 500 leadership. So for every 100 levels, I can increase my followers by 1. So that means I can get more people back in Merchanton. My gather team is up to 10 people now, should be, that I can take into the dungeon with me, which also gets me more charisma. Okay. Oh, we're about to get another one. Okay. Not that that's affecting me much right now. Okay, so we could purchase our key and move on and leave the city. But I think we're going to go survey earlier parts of the world. So we're going to save the list. And then we're going to go progress shadow, load from list. We'll just close everything off. I just cut a bunch of things that I shouldn't have. It's fine. Beginnersville. Survey. I need to purchase a map first. Okay, it is spazzing spectacularly. Let's take small dungeon off. Something has gone horribly wrong. Okay, so we have the smash pots, we have the pick the locks. Pause before reset. Repeat last action. Why is survey not happening endlessly here? Could not make the cost for this action. What do I... Costs one map and gives one map. Oh. Yeah, okay, I can't make a nested loop. Unfortunately. Okay, so... auto clicker? Come here. Start is Y. Okay. Okay, we will let this thing run while I work on getting this to be a big number. Hold up, there's a maximum here. How do I get more gold? Because there's a max number of times I can survey here based upon my money because of the whole purchase map thingamajigger. 15 gold each. I can only afford gold remaining 5. Okay. So that looks like a 97 to me. We'll let it loop. We'll just take a vacation. And by vacation, I mean just let my mana deplete on its own a bit to end some loops. It's some wasted time, but it's okay. Okay, so then we start our journey. And there's no purchase map here. There's no purchase map here. There's no purchase map here. Okay. So I'm stuck on the whole survey business. Surveyed. Until I can make more money here. Can I get away with not buying this mana? No, I have to buy that mana to survive. Okay, I mean, it's going fast, but it's not what I want. Oh, pot smashed are going up. 14 short quests. 28 long quests. Boost that up again. That went up again. Okay, so I am making more money now. And, more mana. Okay, pots are mana. Lockpicks. Gold. And short quests are gold, and long quests are gold. Okay. All of these are going up. Smash pots in Beginnersville, 75 pots. Okay, I'm gonna read that after I move on to next world. So that's specifically to survey here. Next world, survey. Because I have the maps to do so. Okay, there are a lot more pots around this town than you originally thought. Many of them in the weirdest of places, down drains, inside vents. There's one on the roof of this house and another inside the wood foundation of the house next door. You're not sure how many of them are deliberately hidden and how many are just lost. But you were sure you never would have found them if you hadn't spent so long combing every inch of those places. I mean, my dude is creative, at least, in his, madness. Okay, so mana source is tapped. Restart loop. Because my dude went crazy. Click the button because that went up. Funny plants. Restart. Clicky clicky. Yeah, I want to find all of the things. Okay, so my reputation, I can turn this off and have good enough to work on my alchemy. 10 herbs. How many herbs am I getting at this point? 249. Auto clicker, 25. Good, that lets me grind more of that. Follow flowers. We've already done all of that. Clear thick, we've already done that. Talk to witch, we've already done. We're just surveying a bunch right now. I am behind on updating these numbers. Good. We're finally able to get alchemy experience for a little bit. Because alchemy... Not sure where I needed that one. Oh well, we're getting it. Yeah, +1 magic EXP gain. But we're already getting plenty of magic EXP, it's fine. Well, it is... Oh, we just finally passed 1,000. So I guess it's not totally useless. Okay, so next. Update all of these to keep up with that. Oh, this is learn alchemy. It was brew potions I wanted to do. I think. Because I can sell those. Okay, and then these have gone up. And that's just more stats. Okay. And 99 here. Wait. Delved? Where's delving? You can find more stuff with higher percentage. Ruins. Stones hauled. Temporal stones left. Okay, haul. Let's just auto-clicker that thing. 251 should be good enough. You find a strange kind... Okay, wait, hold up. Which... 150 sources with mana. Wild mana and forest. During the attempts to fully map out the forest, you found a few well-concealed corpses containing even more mana spots. Honestly, by now the forest is worth visiting just to stock up on all the mana waiting to get scooped up. Ruins and forest path, 10% delved. You decide to explore the ruins in the forest and notice some weird-looking rocks. Wondering idly what they do. Hall Forest. First temporal stone found. After digging through the cubical stones, you notice a swirl of light blue light glowing on the sides of the rock. While the light makes them easier to hold on to, they still weigh a ton. Okay, I would like to make progress through this faster. Auto clicker. Engage. Okay, the game was saying no more of this, so we'll stick it with that. So the ruins. As you explore, you find ruins scattered among the trees. You better explore them. Who knows what useful secrets they hide? Okay. I have new secrets. I like having new secrets. Have I maxed all of these? Yes. And I don't need to skin the animals right now. And I can make 30 potions. I wonder if I'll be able to get the time loop potions made here after I've made concerted efforts to, increase my, niceness to the dude. Okay. 100,000 strength from Train Strength in Beginnersville. One by one, you run out of measurable limits to your strength. Armor shatters before your fist, and stone yields like wet clay on your fingers. You learn to push your limits even more. Maybe if you sought out a god of an arm wrestling match. Hall and forest path moved 100 temporal stones, carrying a chunk of rock nearly all the way from the very start of the loop to the Valley of Olympus is back-breaking work. But you're managing. Just keep putting one in front of the other. Yeah, but I'm not going to Olympus right now. We're just hanging out trying to delve into the ruins. 50% delved. After investigating these weird-looking rocks, you notice they are cubical and are heavy. Looks like they are dusty from the time they have been sitting here. We didn't see these the first time around until we surveyed the area. What bull hockey is this? Okay. We don't actually need to make the potions right now. I just wanted them for their luck. Because we can't use the herbs or the potions on ourselves. So we can turn those off. But we are going to get that wild mana each loop. Okay, stones hauled. Hey, we made progress on that. We can lower this to a reasonable number. One that still takes care of all of them, and then we have some X's. That's fine. Good. That chews through the number each time. We're good. We're golden on that front. We're a little higher than we need to be, but it balances out close enough. We're already at 69%. I like having this whole list of things. It's fun. Up goes my magic, up goes my magic. I'm not sure what it actually gets me, but up goes my magic. Is this affected by magic? No, I just need a minimum amount of magic. And we got everything maxed out here, right? Yeah. So we can hitch a ride. The Explorers Guild has a contract with various caravans for transport around the world. They have taught you the secret hand signs to gain passage, and this one just happens to have some spare mana to share on the journey. Unlocked at 25% of the world surveys travels to Merchant Town. Okay, so I can just skip right there. I don't think I'm going to, but it's nice to know I can. We still don't know how to get spatiomacy. Ominousy. I bet I have to do the good path to get that. So we're not gonna learn of that for a little bit. It's fine. It's totally fine. Have I been surveying this whole time? We've been buying the maps, but that's fine. Let's just X that out. Okay. Stones hauled. We can currently haul 212. I don't know what they get us, but we can haul them. So after this loop, I'm gonna not haul them. Or not this loop, but after we've delved 100% into the ruins, we'll stop carrying them until we can find a use for them. By the way, I deleted the whole list because I want the last thing on the list to repeat endlessly, and just graying everything out doesn't work for that. It has to be the actual last, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. Oh right, brewing the potions gives us crafting, doesn't it? No, it gives us alchemy. That's just more EXP gain. Crafting. I don't know what that gives me. Okay, 94%. We'll be there soon. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be like 250 stones that we'll be able to haul. I wonder how many times we'll have like the world survey and survey to go back through as an excuse. To go through all the worlds again. It'll be interesting to figure it out. Okay, 100%. 100% delved. You have discovered everything in these ruins, and notice that there are so many cubicle stones lying everywhere, as if a massive battle happened. Move 250 temporal stones. You wipe the sweat off your brow as the last temporal stone from the forest settles down in the Valley of Olympus. So I gotta bring them to Olympus, is what it's telling me. For now, I take them off of the list. Don't care about them. We don't need to delve. We can continue on to the next land. Where we will start surveying. And hey, we can sucker more swindle more suckers. Right. Okay, so gamble is how we do that, right? Requires reputation above -6. So we're gonna put that there. Do that the maximum. We're not able to do it the maximum, so we have to heal the sick at least once. And that gets us far enough. Okay. Keep boosting that up. So it looks like we're only finding more suckers to swindle here. We can't buy more maps once we're here, but our reputation is good enough to sell potions. So we can grind charisma, which is my second worst. Dexterity is actually my worst, so we don't actually need to work on that. And we can get drunk here as well. Right, because I didn't tank myself doing dark magic in the forest. Underworld. You sense opportunity ahead will unlock with 50% of world surveyed. More of these do unlock in the rest of the zones. Yeah, okay, so we have Open Rift. We have Shortcut to Merchant Town. And that's all the ones we found so far. And that's with 50% of world surveyed. Okay. Which we're 7% away from. I was gonna say 6%, thinking, oh, we'll surely get there faster, but we didn't get there faster. We're still a 7 away. Okay, after we swindle the suckers. Heroes Trial. Gather your party and take on the Trial of Heroes. Progress is based on team combat. Okay, so we're going to do Adventurer Guild, Team, Trial, as many as we can. We need more money, so we're going to go back here. Get ourselves a bunch of funny plants, the maximum, brew potions, the maximum. Then we're going to sell potions before we get our team. We can get the full team. Do I keep my money or do I buy mana? I buy mana. Okay, what did that give us? Explorers Guild Commerceville fully surveyed 4 zones. While the Guildmaster is a man of few words, the other guild members are a fair bit more talkative. You spend a little time just chatting with a few of them, exchanging hidden things you've seen and secrets they found. You even learn a few secret tricks to make your travels even faster. Heroes, Trial, and Merchanton, Floor 1 completed. You're not entirely sure how you failed to notice the immense tower before, but now that you found it, you're determined to clear it. Cleansing the first floor, you can tell that you've got your work cut out for you. Heroes, Trial, Merchanton, Floor 10 completed. With every floor you climb, the enemies you face grow stronger. It is grueling work even for something called the Hero's Trial, and you're pretty sure that there won't be a reward other than bragging rights at the end. Okay, so what are we actually getting? Well, we can clear 18 floors of this, and we've done it a bunch of times. Heroism! Completing the trial fills you with determination, combat, pyromancy, and restoration skill. EXP gain increased by 2% per level. Okay, so we're gaining pyromancy, we're gaining restoration and combat. Pyromancy is efficacy in combat. Combat is combat. Restoration increases team combat with 4x the efficiency of the combat skill, improves the heal the sick action. Okay. So progress. We're just grinding things easier. That's what this is doing. That's fine and dandy and all, but we want to do more than just that. How much of this do I need to do before I move on to the next world? This unlocks at 50%. We still have 6% of the way to go for that. Okay, let's start our trek and start surveying. Yeah, we can leave it all on because we're using all of our maps each time. Weak spots checked and shiny spots to check. Okay, so these are the weak spots, I believe, right? Yeah. Weak spots to the max. Shiny spots to the max. Oh, we have to do higher in order to actually clear them out. That's okay. Wait, why can't I do this? Could not make the cost for this action. Mana cost 2,000. But I had 60,000. Requires pickaxe. Oh. Back to Beginnersville. I have to, no, I don't buy it here. I buy it here. I can't buy it because I don't have money. We raise this above by mana, and then it works all of a sudden. There we go. Okay, oh right, and the artifacts. We've got to take more for no good reason. So I think once we hit 100% here, we'll unlock a new thing to do. While I'm here, I have been grinding these up enough. I'll do some imbue mind and imbue body. And then go back to survey. Dexterity is below 100,000. I'll stop that. I'm going to let Imbue Mind tank my soul stones until it's all ones, as in 1.11. And 0.8, 0.7, 0.6. It sure is chewing through them. 3, 2, 1, gone. Okay. What did Imbue Mind do again? Increases the maximum of times you can do each stat training. Oh, right. We're not even doing that right now, but we did it. Okay. We're at 66%. Is there one specifically for dexterity? Strength and constitution. Soul and constitution. Train dexterity. Yeah, we want that one. Speed, we're good on. Where's another train? And then read books was int and soul. That or I'm glossing over it because I feel too familiar with them. Okay, I think we're good on that front. Okay, so dexterity is getting the max bonus of training I can per loop just to have it catch up to the others because it's the lowest one, and that's hindering me from feeling like I can imbue body. Because imbue body wants to take away 119 levels of permanent stats here to give 1 here, which is a pretty bad trade-off unless you have oodles. And it requires all of them evenly, so the one that's lowest is the one I need to focus on the most. Okay, and we're already at 84%. While that goes, let's read Underworld. Your knowledge in the Explorers Guild continues to open new doors. Grease the right hinges with a bit of gold, and who knows where you can end up. Unlocked with 50% world surveyed. Travels to Commerceville. Cost 500 gold. 500 gold is nothing compared to being able to have positive reputation going into the underworld. And I can also have positive reputation going into the underworld by skipping all the way to Merchanton and not having to worry about the speed test here either. So I can heal the sick a bunch and be the most glorious and pious person and make it to the underworld 2 different ways now. Excellent. And we're at 93%. Warrior lessons in Beginnersville, 1000 in combat. Nowadays it takes everything Iron has just to keep up with you. Dirty tricks, masterful feints, sheer unadulterated stubbornness and spite. But you're wise to all her tricks and skilled enough to counter them. And you never let up the momentum, never let her catch her breath. The exhaustion catches up to her sooner than in past loops. And eventually even Iron can't muster the strength to stand up and demand another match, instead collapsing flat on her back and falling asleep. We win! We're better than the master. Okay. Looks like that's gonna hit 15, 45, and 30 once we hit 100. Aha! We can delve into more ruins. Then we can max all of these things. We got the numbers right. Okay, so soul stones are the shiny spots. We want to keep doing that. Stones hauled. Temporal stones left. Oh, this is a new hall. Okay, let's just zoom that up to like 400 again. There we go, like 400. And weak spots are geysers with mana. And so the artifacts don't actually do me any good. Yeah, we're just gonna take those off the list. We don't need to do them every loop. Mana Geyser in Mount Olympus. 15 geysers revealed. Comprehensive cross-referencing of your mountain and cavern maps indicate new spots where mana may have been building up. Too deep to create weak spots visible from the surface. You'd never have thought to strike your picks here, but one heavy swing and the mountain yields up to its bounty yet again. 10% delved in the ruins of Mount Olympus. You decide to restore the ruins around Mount Olympus and notice the same cubical rocks as you found in the forest. You wonder what they were made for. Hall in Mount Olympus, first temporal stone found. Digging through the large stone cubes, your hand brushes over a spiral glyph. As the previously invisible design begins to glow a cool blue, you find that you can hold onto the rock more easily. It still weighs a ton, though. Ruins of Mount Olympus 50% delved. There is a stone with some writing. With your high intelligence, you might be able to read this strange language. Ooh. Looks like I need to be doing more of these things per loop because I'm way more delved than this requires. Yeah, 1,000 should be good. It'll chew through it in 192 loops. Excuse me. Let's boost that up some more. Just keep going, just keep going. Oh, it stopped at some point. Could not make the cost for this action. Okay. That's fine. We'll catch up to it eventually. No biggie. I don't think you wanted me to use an auto-clicker. Yeah, that's a lot of stones we've found. But we're able to lift them all because our strength is 175,000. And growing. Times 83k. Okay, Ruins of Mount Olympus. Woo. 100% delved. After looking through the ruins for some time, you find something curious. A rusted weapon resembling that of Valhalla's Valkyries. You wonder what really happened here. Okay, so now I need to face Judgment and if I want to progress further in this. Or I skip facing Judgment and go otherwise. Okay, so my options are go to the underworld here or all the way at Beginnersville. I'm gonna hitch a ride at Beginnersville and X all of this out. Right, and I have nothing set up in Merchanton, so it's just looping me. Wait. Oh. It just skips the forest path. I thought it was Commerceville. Oh, Jungle Path, open portal. At 75% world explored. Okay, I shouldn't have done all of that. That's fine. Okay. Let's manage loadouts. Load from list. Thank you very much. Back to here. Startington. So we can just X all of this out. And then we're in Startington and can survey and go. Okay, so we're going to remove Gamble. We're not able to utilize it anyway. And my zombies, we can live without them for now. I will get them back later. Zombies will live without them for now. I just don't want any red X's. We don't need the cave. We'll clear some of these off the list if we don't need them. We don't need this. We're not using that. I'll leave these visible. Wait, why am I even gathering the herbs? Why are we not surveying? Because we never bought the things. Purchase map. As many as we can. $96 was the most. Okay. Oh, and then we can't afford the pickaxe. Okay, fine. We'll lower this a few each time until we can manage the do stuff. Come on, let me buy stuff. Just doing 5 at a time. Okay, we made it past. And we're doing all of the survey that we can afford. Okay, cool. Because we can only afford 50. Yep, we need precisely 50. Okay. Okay, right. Mana wells and destroy pylons. We're dealing with those, that's fine. This is the fluffy one that has all the extras I don't have to deal with. Okay. So many stats. So many stats. It's lovely. And I can only imagine that this gets, you know, more filled up over time. He's great. I just wished I could survey more. How do I manage to survey more? Oh, we don't need to kill the trolls right now. Get that out of here. Oh, I can do Dark Sacrifice while I'm here. That's why I was doing the troll blood. Okay, we'll get the trolls back. Hunt troll. How many many dark sacrifices can I make? 17 it appears. Okay, don't know why that's the limit, but that's how many trolls we'll sacrifice. Because the dark sacrifice reduces the cost of dark ritual, which we want to get all of eventually. You know what? We are on evildoer path. We could do that a couple times right now. Yep, until we get 1.11 million soul stones again, we will let the dark ritual go a few times. Yeah. Communion. Yeah, it currently costs a little over a third each time we go. That's great. And so is my baby who just showed up in the room. Yeah, I love you, mister. You won your blankie pile? You're so cute. You're the cutest puppy. He's looking all concerned. Why I'm giving him all the praises but not going over to give him lovies. Oh, I just love you so much, mister, but I gotta stay at the computer right now. Okay, he's just the cutest. Okay, we are at 29% surveyed, because that's all of the money we could afford to make in Startington and then still buy all the things along the way that we had to buy. And still be able to make it here without making other monies along the way. Nice and confusing. Okay, we can get some of these off the list so we don't have to look at them. Yeah, we can't sell stuff there if we want to make it here. I don't know why I have mana wells twice. All of that can go. We can't brew potions anyway in the dark path. Let's see how much of the world has changed since we last looked through. We have this option, but that just gets me to Merchanton, which can then take me to the underworld. Right. I don't have to be good guy to get to the underworld if I skip Mount Olympus. But that doesn't let me skip the jungle path yet. Until I get 75% explored, and then I don't have to worry about escaping fast enough. Maybe. Just maybe, love. Just maybe. Okay, it's taking a while when we can only afford 50 at a time. Do we speed our way through this by cutting everything out? But I kind of want to feel efficient in each loop at the same time. We can let things grind a bit. It's fine. It's just, takes longer than I would like, so I would not be insulted if people watching this back on YouTube, oh, I don't even have this in full screen. I would not feel insulted if people watching this back on YouTube, hit the fast forward keys. Or double tap the side of the screen to skip bits until more text arrives, because, the game has slowed up in that regard. There is less text. There's less story happening as fast, and I want more story. Yeah, it costs 1 map and gives 1 completed map. Unless this zone survey is at 100%. It says costs 1 map and gives 1 map. but it seems like it just costs... Oh, and gives one completed map is different from one map. Yeah, those are different map amounts. Okay. Okay. Just making sure the game's going as fast as I can force it to. We're still occasionally getting those little blips of the game lagging and being like, I cannot process any faster than I'm already processing. See, communion's going up. Yeah, that's the blood sacrifice. Dark ritual's getting cheaper. So I won't have to do dark sacrifice anymore once I've completed dark ritual or consider... Oh, I did that way too many times. I lost track, and I'm no longer above 1 million soul stones. I am below 1 million soul stones now, quite considerably, by like 150,000. Way more than I intended to spend. But hey, we're almost halfway on Dark Ritual. Which, makes lots of places faster. The Witch appreciates your dedication to the dark arts. Plus 1% to dark magic EXP gain from the dark magic action rounded down per ritual. Actions are blah, 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 faster in various realms with petering off bonuses. Yeah. But things are faster, supposedly. Okay, we hit 60%. Maybe that's changed any available options. No, we still need to figure out spatiomacy. Spatiomacy. Ominacy. Whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so we have the open portal that unlocks at 75%. I'm very tempted to choose a different judgment and be the pious one and go to Valhalla. Because some of the text is mentioned, yeah, resembling that of Valhalla's Valkyries. The game totally expects me to know what they look like at this point. And I don't know what they look like at this point. Because I think the escape the jungle path speed test may have been like the hint of, you know, take both paths for a second. Man, I thought I was gonna be Robin Hood today. Turns out I was not Robin Hood today. I was just cartographer today. At least I have this place 100%. So I have 1.5 places left to survey. Did I cut out Stones Hauled? That did get cut out. Because that should be 1,000. It should be the max that I can do to clear that out over 173 loops. There we go, over by a smidge. And yes, as it can only do 1,000 of them. In order to avoid the unhappy little line. Okay, let's see it, 1001. Yep, unhappy little line. And now, happy line. Whatever game, you do you. we'll be able to haul a bunch of stones to Valhalla eventually. Wait, are we not doing the surveys enough? We're only able to afford 29 now. Okay, fine. You do you, game. We have to grind this out eventually anyway. The spire? Ah, soul stones. I've only made it to floor 21 time. I gotta keep my team up if I want to get that. Okay, I got more text about these. Yeah, there's 100. Makes sense. Wait, weak spots checked. I'm not doing the full number. There we go. And shiny spots checked. Not doing the full number. I have been missing out. Okay. Dark Ritual and Forest Path. 300 rituals completed. The Dark Gods have been less and less willing to deal with you as of late, no matter how many soul stones you offer. Is their power stretching near its limits, or have you become so powerful they're starting to see you as a threat? You're not sure. Well, that sure matches with the diminishing returns I get that I can see. Moved 100 temporal stones, hull in Mount Olympus. You're not even halfway done, and the pace is horrendously slow. And since you're certain you'd be crushed to jelly if you even tried to carry one more, you just keep at it, one stone cube at a time. Well, I'm not becoming stone jelly. It's working. Well, yeah, it won't let me carry beyond 1,000. Which I don't think will be the ending number anyway. How much progress? 50%. Do we need to fight the spire? No, we don't need to fight the spire. Cut that out. Don't do the pylons. There we go. Are we getting the 50 now? Yeah, we're getting the 50 now. Good. Okay, 88 more loops. $69 more loops. Yeah, my self-combat and team combat are equal right now, so I don't have any team members with me. That would help me with more things. That's fine. I'll boost my leadership in the future and then just be super leader and have giant team. I will have army. Maybe, if that's how this game goes. We're at least gonna grind out all the stones hauled. I can, you know, definitely say that that's one thing that I can accomplish. Yeah, among the ruins on Mount Olympus, you find several large stones that appear mundane at first, but which seem unaffected by the time loops you're stuck in. Not many, and finding the ones with this trait will take some serious work. You're sure you can use them for something, but they're too heavy to move more than one at a time. One in every 1,000 stones is temporal. Action fails if you have a temporal stone. Okay. So now I can take that off the loop. And stones holds, we can do max 250 now. Hall in Mount Olympus. Move 250 temporal stones. You stretch with a satisfied groan as the final chunk of temporal stone from Mount Olympus settles in the pile in the Valley of Olympus. Maybe you can rebuild the mountain. You have time. You have time. One of the greatest understatements. I love it. Let's imbue body until dexterity is only at 80k. Right now we're at 81.6. And it goes fast. Okay, no more of that. Onward. So this area is all good. We're 6% there. Oh, we have more pylons to destroy now. We'll just destroy them all. Each loop is fine. Okay. Yeah, these jump each loop. It's great. Okay, so imbue body is over half of what imbue mind is, so we can do some more if I grind up these and don't worry about the numbers going down. Is it over, what percentage is it? 139 levels from each stat. Yeah, that's greater than 1%. Well, no, not greater than 1%. If it was 100 and we were at 100k, it would be 0.1%. So that's good enough. Technically, I could still do this until it reached 800 and be worth it. But as it goes down and this goes up, that ratio changes. Yeah, I don't want to lose that much of it. Okay, we're gonna go down to 70 and then we're gonna stay there because that's a lot of, I don't want to lose 10% of what I got over a few levels of this. And 70, okay. Now it's up to 200. It was a trade-off. I can do it 49 more times. I really want to increase my soulstone amount more before I do the dark ritual. Well, what percentage is that? Imbue mind is 5,000 soulstones. That's more than I would like to spend. Dark ritual is 4,300. Currently not worth the squeeze. Increases the max amount of times you can do each stat training. Yeah, we don't need to do that. This is just to increase this for me in my mind. And we're not going to do that right now. Right, we weren't training dexterity in this version. Yeah, that would get us more from imbue mind. Because dexterity is the current loser. Charisma is next after that. And none of these have renewable charisma. Charisma is harder to get. Well, this one gives 20%. And this is renewable. I could grind out Heal the Sick. and become the most pious of them all. I'll have to do a bunch of that anyway in order to get the good path. Okay, we're at 86%. That's making progress. And the baby's making progress on being even cuter. As if that was any possibility. I love you, mister. You're so cute on the blankie pile. Okay. He says, yeah, whatevers. I know I'm the best. Okay, I currently have more mana wells set to be checked than there is mana. And there's always mana in them right now. Excellent. Okay. 11% left on survey. I'm glad I entertained myself by looking at other things in the meantime. Okay, this path will not get me through the jungle path. I'm going to rename this one cartography. Okay, I can't fit it all, that's fine. Save to list. Am I really not able to fit it all? No, something is up with the mouse. What happened, game? Oh well, I'm still able to do stuff. I hit Y. That's what happened, I hit Y. That's the hotkey for the auto clicker right now. Yeah. We'll just name it this. Cartography. Excellent. Okay, 4% left in Startington. And then I won't have to destroy the pylons, because I was only doing those to check if there was more junk. So there's only a couple more loops I have to do that in. In the meantime, I'm just overdoing it. It's fine. But actually, I'm not doing enough, technically, because this is below the 14. Is fine. Totally fine. We're almost there. 1% left. Okay, more ruins to delve in. Trial of the Dead. And of course there's stones to haul. Why would there be anything other than stones to haul? Okay, haul. Auto clicker. Cause big number already. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And 1,000. Yep, 1,000's the max again. Hand click this one down, and we're good. Okay. Ruins. As you explore, you find ruins scattered around the shadowy village. You better explore them. Who knows what useful secrets they hide. Hall. While exploring Startington, you find the ruins of a few buildings. You're certain do not exist in Beginnersville. Investigating further, you find that some of the stonework of these buildings is unaffected by the loops. Figuring which ones is going to take some doing. You're sure you can use them for something, but you're too heavy to move more than one at a time. One in every 1,000 stones is temporal. Action fails if you have a temporal stone. Okay, we can do the trial thingy. I need zombies to do the trial! Oh, that's great. Okay, we did that one. 300 we know. 100, 250 we know. Okay. Mana well in Startington. 15 mana wells found. There are ruins beneath the rubble, and wells that have long since been dismantled and forgotten, under a house's foundation or beneath the stones of an empty pizza. Accessible with the right tools and knowledge, but yet even here the mana is quickly drained away. You had hoped to see how much mana these wells had before the draining began, but it seems your dreams will be nothing more than dreams. Oh. I know it's 5,000 as the player, but as the character, it is unbeknownst to me. Ruins in Startington, 10% delved. You decide to explore the ruins of Startington and notice the same dusty cubicle rocks as you found in the other ruins. You wonder what they do. Hall in Startington, first temporal stone found. Practically the moment you identify one gray cube of rock as different from the surrounding, identical-looking gray cubes of rock in spiral patterns lights up on its sides, practically gluing itself to your hand. You can still set it down, but it clearly wants to be carried. Moved 100 temporal stones. Wiggling the temporal stones out from among the mundane ones is the easy part. Dragging them to the Valley of Olympus is the real pain in your back. Why are we taking them to the Valley of Olympus? We're going backward? Ruins in Startington. 50% delved. After deciphering the text on this stone block, you can see some writing on them. Sadly, much of the writing is too eroded to make out. Yeah, well, if we're going through so many ruins, we might as well, eventually figure it out. Oh, we don't need to, be doing the searchy search. Hey, we caught up on stones hauled compared to our exploration. Let's make sure that all of the places had ruins. Yeah, Beginnersville doesn't have ruins. But Forest Path did. Merchanton didn't. Mount Olympus did. And Startington does. Interesting. Looks like Jungle Path is the only place we haven't surveyed yet out of our available options. But we are delving as fast as we can. So we will delve as fast as we can while I read Trial of the Dead. You found an old necropolis. It's way too haunted for you and your party, but you could probably send some zombies in to look for more bodies. Only the combat gained from zombies counts toward this trial. Reward 1 zombie per floor completion. Unlocks when the zone is fully surveyed. Okay, time to raise a few zombies. What do I need to raise zombies? Costs blood. Each zombie adds math to your team combat. Unlocked a dark ritual. Costs mana and dark magic EXP is gained. Upon stumbling in the local cemetery, you raise that those numerous tombstones could perhaps benefit you in ways besides acting as building materials. With your knowledge of dark magic and a hint of troll's blood, you might just be able to raise a zombie of your very own. Okay. So we need more troll's blood. Trolls. I'm sorry, trolls, but this is the way of your life. You shall be sacrificed. I'm not able to make any. Okay, the max is 19 on Dark Sacrifice. But why am I not able to get any zombies? Could not make the cost. Excuse me. I have 40k mana. Raise zombies only 10k. What's up with that? I have plenty to raise 4 zombies. Maybe I need to not do Dark Sacrifice? Yeah, that lets me get the zombies. Yeah. How many zombies can I get? 19? Okay. Trial of the Dead. Corpses liberated. Woo! Corpses liberated. Okay. Does this get me leadership? It doesn't appear as such. Okay, Ruins in Sturtington 50% delved. After deciphering the text on the stone block, you can see some writing on them. Sadly, much of the writing is too eroded to make out. Raise zombie in Sturtington. 10 zombies raised in a loop. The strength of a zombie has little to do with its form they've found. The rotting remains of a young child claws at foes with the same strength as the lumberjack who died in the prime of its life. You have the town's amply stocked graveyard to thank for the variety of your minions. With each body you take up, you gain another chance to learn more about how to fully exploit your dark powers. Oh. Trial of the Dead in Sturtington, floor 1 completed. Dungeon crawling at a distance is a hassle, but watching one of your zombies get turned into undead shish kebab very quickly convinces you this place isn't worth going in yourself. Besides, the corpse-filled alcoves just before the way down to the next floor let you refill, and then some your army anyway. Oh my. Floor 10 completed. You can't help but feel that whoever made this place was looking into the future. What with how you always end up with exactly one more zombie than you started the floor with. Whether you lose all but one or none at all, you've not even once got more than one additional zombie. Interesting. Okay, let's pause that and pause the zombies and go back to the whole making costs cheaper thing. Okay. We don't need to haul stones anymore. Okay. So let's see. I don't know what that got me. Sure, I got more zombies, but I don't know what that got me. Oh no, I do need to keep doing the stones. Where'd Hall go? Did I delete the thing entirely? Probably. Eh, 400 should be fine. We'll leave that through. Okay. 5% delved. Okay, that's fine. We've made so much progress. And dexterity is no longer my lowest stat. It's now charisma. Which is harder to train. I guess I gotta help heal a bunch of sick people. Just not this loop, because we've already faced judgment. We'll be pious soon eventually. Just not now. Now we are evil. Maybe tomorrow I'll switch to being good boy. Okay, last percent of delving into these ruins. Yay. Journey forth. Survey. Okay, and then that means the ruins can be taken off of here. And then that'll be cleared up pretty quickly. We'll let that get cleared off on its own. Do any of these get me mana back? We can get herbs. We can get blood. We can get positive reputation. We can get gluttony. What does gluttony give me again? Learn skill gluttony. Have I not learned gluttony? Okay, we need to gather 10 herbs and get 1 blood. And then we can prepare a buffet after I've rescued a dude. Okay, just get infinite blood, that's fine. Okay, totem. Yeah, I don't have Wonderkind yet. I totally ignored all of this. How I ignored all this, I am not certain. Okay, I've zeroed out Stone's Hold. We can X that out now. Was I too focused on just fleeing the area to get to Commerceville? I don't know. Okay, all of the text. No, okay, we're getting new animals. I fight the jungle, crocodile slain. You shake your head while looking at the tough-skinned animal that tried to jump you while crossing a river. Note to self, nowhere is safe. Assume the trees themselves are just animals waiting to swallow you whole. Well, that's lovely. Fight jungle in Jungle Path, gorilla slain. This fight felt different. All the other beasts you've killed so far looked like they wanted you dead to eat. But this muscular ape felt a lot more malicious, as if it had taken grievous offense to you making eye contact. Train dexterity in Forest Path. 100,000 dexterity talent. Woo, we finally get that thing. But now you have been training on these rocks for so long that you know every last bump and divot on them. You can't recall the last time you fell off of one of them, nor can you remember the last time anything else made you fall in a way you couldn't catch in time. With the shrug, you move along, your feet moving so lightly that even those loose leaves on the forest floor remain undisturbed. We are beast. Okay, elephant slain. Something is extremely wrong. You did the massive beast. How did that massive beast even get into this jungle, let alone survive long enough to try and attack you too? Whatever the case, that last kill must have set off some alarm bells for the other critters, because you hear trees getting uprooted and rocks smashing a little further in. Maybe it's time to leave before you get stampeded over yourself. Oh no. Prepare a buffet in Jungle Path. Held a buffet with rescued survivor. The man looks at the meal with poorly disguised suspicion. When you ask, he explains that it feels dangerous to eat, no matter how many times you promise the food is not poisonous or anything. Honestly, you thought he'd be wolfing it down the moment you gave him a plate. Oh well, more for you. Prepare buffet in Jungle Path. Hold a buffet with 6 rescued survivors. There still is a lot of wariness on everyone's faces. But watching the little girl dig into the meal like it's a feast for royalty motivates some more people to have a bite. Afterward, they all ask for seconds too. Yay! Okay. Prepare buffet in Jungle Path 10 Gluttony. The food you manage to scrounge together is less and less filling, and you find yourself spending more and more time hunting for the sake of having something to eat. Maybe it's time to try and get something to eat from somewhere else. Okay, Gluttony gives me Great Feast. Soulstone costs are reduced to the original math, currently multiplying. I don't even have Great Feast. I am getting skills on the thing I don't have. Great. I feel like I'm wasting opportunity right now. So gives product based on fight jungle multiplier. Even the most basic creatures here are terrifying. Gives math, progress points per mana. I don't know how this affects this. Like, I don't know what my multiplier is from this. Oh, it's up here. Oh, okay. Well, I've saved 16,000 people, but I bet they're the same people over and over. Okay, we're at 55% surveyed. I feel like we're wasting some opportunity here, but we can't escape. And the portal needs 3% more for us to use, and this is the last area we've investigated, or can investigate for now. So we'll have to go and be good person. No, we don't have to go and be good person yet, because we have enough to purchase a key. Yeah. We just can't grind this and make progress with this junk at the same time. What do we get from this? Speed, Constitution, Perception, Charisma, Luck, Perception, Dex, Strength, Perception, Dex, Speed, Charisma, Int, Constitution, Perception. Wait, have we not been doing... We have not been doing this. Grants Wonderkind experience locked to 50. Requires Looping Potion. Right, we don't have Looping Potion yet, so we can't do the totem. Talent EXP gain is increased. Is talent a specific thing, or is it all of the above? Even with your eyes closed, you still see the glow of the totem. Doubles the initial stat gain of Imbue Body. Okay. Oh, of Imbue Body. Okay, that would be... this thing. Yeah, that would make this thing so much better. But I need a Looping Potion. Deep within the jungle, you find a totem pulsing with energy. Just standing near it, you feel more capable. If you drink a Looping Potion here, perhaps some of that energy will stay with you on future loops. Doubles the initial stat gain bonus of Imbue Body on first completion. Requires a Looping Potion. Okay. So... doubles the initial stat gain of Imbue Body, talent EXP gain. Increased. Start of a new loop, all stats begin. Okay. Yeah, this is level, this is talent, that's soul stones. Okay. So yeah, I really want totem, but I have no clue how to get a Looping Potion. How did I finally get 20 trolls slain in a loop? Was it not letting me do all of the trolls? No, I got 30 that time. Hunt trolls in Mount Olympus. You. Now many trolls attempt to flee when they see you. This one didn't, instead standing in your way and refusing to take a single step backwards. It was an easy kill. On the other side of its corpse, you find a small cavern with a tent and a smoldering remains of a campfire. You spot footprints in the ground, some large and some small. It's a fresh trail. The hunt is on. Oh, did that mean that something unlocked in Troll Zone? No, there's nothing new unlocked in Troll Zone. Because this is Troll Zone. And there's a weird limit going on, and I'm not quite sure what the limit actually is. Oh, we might open the portal now, because we're at 72% surveyed in the jungle path, and the world is at 74. That is so close to opening portal. You sense opportunity ahead will unlock with 75% of the world surveyed. Opportunity ahead. Okay, so let's see. We can get to the underworld from Merchanton, which means I don't have to be a bad person to go to the underworld if I go through Merchanton, because I can skip face judgment on Mount Olympus. Yeah. Open portal. The Explorers Guild tells you of a secret grove within the jungle where the barrier between realms is weakest. With enough restoration skill, you might be able to open a rift back and leave the Shadow Realm. However, it seems quite a bit of time passes in the portal and some merchants have closed up shop. Unlocked with 70%, 5% of world surveyed, travels to Forest Path. Buy mana actions cannot be used for the rest of the current loop. Requires 1000 restoration. I do not have 1000 restoration. But it does give it to you for some reason. What does restoration do again? Increases team combat with 4x the efficiency of the combat skill and improves the heal the sick action. Okay, but it requires it before it will give it to me. Learn skill restoration from healing cantrips to mass resurrection. You'll be sure to make good use of these spells. Increases, yeah, okay. So I need to boost restoration massively if I want to be able to use this portal to go back to Forest Path. But what is the point of going back to Forest Path? This seems weird to go back here after I skip it, if I were to take these things. I want to find this space geometry now. No, do we do that, or we do... I can't open portal in with my current state. So, once we finish surveying the jungle path, and then the ruins that come with it, because there's gotta be ruins that come with it. Yeah, we will, have to rework this whole thing in order to escape jungle path. Because there's no way I'm doing this in enough time to escape jungle. Yeah. way too much time to escape jungle. 4 times as long to escape jungle. So yeah, we'll purchase our key. And then, we won't have to invest. We'll invest, purchase key, and then move on. Okay, so manage loadouts. This was cartography. Saved a list. And then speedy speed was the one that lets us get past here. Once we, you know, get that last 16%. Okay. Or 14%. Rescue Survivor does give us charisma. So does Explore Jungle. Mana cost 2,500. Mana cost 2,500. We'll just rescue people at the end of this. Yeah, that's a better use of my mana for a little bit. Just, yeah, this is how I get restoration. Rescue people. So that's how I get what I need for this. Okay. Yeah, I just, fumbled my way into that one. Woo! We'll do this, until we either get 100% surveyed or 1,000 restoration. Or I grind that up off screen. I might need to grind some stuff off screen. Just to make this more entertaining. Cause Rescue Survivor isn't exactly fun to watch go up. Whereas Surveyed, we get more lore. And lore is what I want to show off while playing. I'll grind stuff up off screen. Maybe between streams, because, you know, the stats are getting there. See, how much does Dark Ritual cost now? Dark Ritual costs 3,250 soul stones. That's not bad. It could most certainly be worse. It's not even doing any of these now, or is it doing 20? It's doing 20, okay. So, if it were to stay this price and not get more expensive, to get 300 of them, that's like 1 million, which would run the tank dry. So I should really grind up soul stones until I have like 10 million. And then I will do Dark Rituals until it's done. And then I'll get another 10 million of this and then Imbue Mind. And then when this is 10 million each, we'll imbue Body. Okay, are any of... Was the library charisma? No. Oh hey, this one gives everything. Hero's Trial is equal. It also gives restoration and heroism. Wait, how did I not get heroism? I must have failed to do this thing? Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna do the thing. Wait, that's a different icon. Gather your party and take on the Trail of Heroes. Progress is based upon team combat. That's a different icon than this icon. Confusing, that's why it didn't work. Okay. I'll figure that one out later. Oh, hey! We have a guru here now. You sense an opportunity and will unlock with 100% of the world surveyed. Oh, and we're at 77% of the world surveyed. That means there is less of the world left than I thought there was. I am closer to winning than I realized. Maybe if winning means knowing the entire world, knowing all the lore, unknown. But hey, we have 100 gluttony now. Even as you stuff your face with every last morsel you can get your hands on, you feel emptier and emptier every time. You are so hungry. You could genuinely eat a horse. I bet our stomach is that big at this point. But how much we actually do. Okay. 99%. Okay, we can't open this portal. So we have to change our whole layout in order to do stuff. It's fine. Yep, delving into the ruins. Who would have guessed? Surely not I did a bit ago. Okay, and then, of course, there's oodles of this. Auto clicker engage. Do 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 do. Auto clicker. Auto clicker. Here we go. And we've already delved 25% because it's so much faster delving than it is looping through and trying to afford those maps. Because whatever stat I need to have cheaper, to get more money, I don't know what it is. Yeah, multiplied the mana gain from buy mana. Yeah. That's more money. That reduces the price. Which one makes things cheaper for me? Practical magic. Okay. That one. Yeah, the smash pots and wild mana costs are reduced to the original math. Pawn actions get 1% more gold per level, and their level range rounded down. Yeah. I need more practical magic if I want to have more money to buy more maps to have done this faster. Too late, but we can at least look up what exactly that is. Mage lessons. That learns magic, not practical magic. Practical magic. Okay. Makes sense. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be able to do this. Yeah, it lets me. Okay, cool. Let's add a little bit of grinding to every loop. Say 1,000? That won't hurt anything, will it? Do 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 do. Gotta catch up on that skill. Okay, it lets me do more, but we'll just keep it at 1,000. There we go. That blinks every few seconds. Good. Now we're earning more money and we'll eventually be able to buy more maps. Okay. Ruins and Jungle Path, 10% delved. You decide to explore the ruins along the Jungle Path and notice yet again more of the same dusty and heavy cubical rocks. The mystery of the rocks endures. First temporal stone found in the Jungle Path. Many of the temporal stones are covered in vegetation, and you nearly throw out your back trying to dislodge one. Lift with your legs, or lift from your legs. Okay. We need to be back here so we can see stuff. Moved 100 temporal stones. Heavy and hidden as they are, the blue swirl that ignites on the rocks makes them a lot easier to track. That, and it helps that they let you pick them up. In quotes. 50% delved. During your ruin exploration, you find a weapon, ancient, heavy, and ornate. It takes some thinking, but you eventually recall a legend of a god wielding this particular weapon in battle. 400 practical magic, now that we're grinding that one hard. You barely have to pay attention to your magic anymore. Doors open before you reach them. Blood and crime vanishes at a thought, and anything you reach for jumps straight into your hands. Life has never been so easy. The text is fun. You know what? Let's get even more of this. Do 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 do. We're going to 2,000. Way beyond what's expected. Do 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 do. You know what? Let's put it to today's year. Happy New Year. Okay. Not that it feels like a new year yet. Even though it is the new year. It's Sunday, January 5th. I am not looking forward to tomorrow. Who knows what, if we're gonna have a repeat of 4 years ago? I really hope we don't. Okay. Practical magic goes zoom a few times per loop. That is fine. And we make more progress delving. We have caught up on stones. So let's reduce this by 200. There we go. Because we just don't need to chew through that many bricks. Yes. Giant number over here. It's lovely. This feels more balanced of a run now. Yes, practical magic. Okay, so I should have more gold. So when I buy the maps, gold remaining 1,240. Purchase map, cost 15 gold. I should be able to buy way more. Let's not do math and just let it loop until I fail to buy all the maps in the list. That's the way it works, right? No math. Oh right, I have to buy all these other things afterward. And then it's failing to do other things. So let's reduce this so we can make it past. Yeah, 2000 was a bit, more than it needed to be. $1,500. And failing to buy this thing. Gold remaining was not enough. Okay. Too many maps. I need more money. Still more money? Oh, come on. I need like 3 less maps produced. Okay, why is this failing? Oh, because I just don't need to do that action that many times. Okay, we good. There we go. Now I can grind more. Not that there's more to grind. Okay. But at least we know that practical magic did do its magic and is helping me. But it is a bit silly that we didn't find any of these ruins until we became a cartographer. A bit weird, but whatever. Okay, I want to keep grinding practical magic until I am over 1,000. Because, I mean, that helps with my whole money and survivability things, because more money. Multiplying cost by 0.103%. X. Yes. Okay, just 20% left, 19%. And then we switch back to Zoomy Zoom because this takes way too long in the loop for my person to make it through. Because when they get it here, yeah, that's registering like 19 minutes. No way is that enough to escape. But I mean, 19 minutes is so little time before death. So little time. Okay. Yeah, we'll make it to 1,000 practical magic without worry. Excellent. Man, if someone was actually stuck in a time loop like this, the world would be upended overnight. One day, there's no one with any powers, and then all of a sudden, if they can retain strength, oh boy, does the world change. Because, like, Groundhog Day, there's the joke that, the character in that became a Time Lord. Because of how many lifetimes he lived, but he was only able to retain knowledge. He wasn't able to retain anything else. His body still stayed the same. exiting the time loop for him was essentially delayed death. But for our dude, if we can ever not die of mana exhaustion, boy howdy do we live forever again. Okay, let's see. The portal requires restoration of 1,000. We've made some progress on that. Right, we were preparing buffets before. No. Rescue and survivors for that. Did this upgrade to be restoration? No, it did not. Okay, see, World Survey is at 77%. Was each chunk 11%? I'm not certain. If it was, that means there might be not 2 or 3. No, it would be 2. And that would round up the last percent once you got all of them. Because, yeah, there were... After Mount Olympus, where we faced Judgment, we had 2 bad path. No, we had another 3rd bad path. Maybe good path only has 2? But we have another one after this. Very unclear. I wonder if these 2 are considered bad, but this becomes neutral? I don't know. Only one way to figure out. Maybe there's only one good. Maybe it's just Valhalla on the other side. Well, we'll see. Okay, so we have delved all we can delve. And there's no point in doing more stones here. While I read stuff, we're gonna prepare a bunch of buffets. Ruins in Jungle Path, 100% delved. After much delving, you find a different god's weapon. This one buried under a small pile of rubble like a grave. The blade has an inscription declaring the end of a war, the same war the Valkyries' writing method. Was there a war between the gods and the Valkyries, who we've never gone to go see? Move 250 temporal stone. On the final stone hauling trip from the jungle to the valley, you smirk a little at the various ditches and holes from which you pulled stones previously. Thank the stars you're done here. Thank the stars indeed. Okay, so we can't escape. We're failing that. So in order to get back to Commerceville, manage loadouts, cartography, we want to saved list. We gotta go back to Speedy Speed. Thieves Guild, we haven't been able to enter yet. So we're going to exit this. We'll put Seminar at the bottom just for a second. Just to have something to loop through. Seminar is failing for some reason. Because I needed to collect my interest before that. We're going to not do the Explorers Guild, and we'll cut this out, and then see how that plays out. Okay. So we'll just get a bunch of leadership while we read things. We can pick pockets. Thieves Guild test taken. You make your way into the hidden guild. Your young guide brought you to last time it introduces yourself as a new recruit. The old yet immediately muscular man in charge just grunts and demands you show you show your skills. Okay, we did get over 1,000 practical magic. We met the weird baseline. Okay. Of no good mead. Okay. Thief rank E reached. We just didn't get the text for it. Okay, E. While your experience with the other guild prepares you for this, it's clear you once again are starting from the bottom, stealing candy from a baby. Is it nearly as easy as you were led to believe previously? Thief rank D reached. The man in charge still doesn't seem to care much about you, but at least he's stopped pointing at out your errors for longer than it took you to complete the test this time. Pickpockets in Commerceville. 1% of pockets picked. Picking your first target is kind of tricky, honestly. Eventually, you settle on a particularly passed out drunk. He takes a swing at you when he notices your hand in his pocket, but dodging it isn't difficult. 10% of pockets picked. Bit by bit, you're getting the hang of picking your targets. This time you try to pick a rich-looking guy. He doesn't notice, but his bodyguards do, and you barely manage to shake them off in the maze of alleyways. 20% of pockets picked. It's crystal clear to you that picking pockets is the most common kind of criminal activity in this area. More than once, you have to spend more attention making sure you don't get your own pockets picked while finding a mark. Circle of life in this town. 40% of pockets picked. You're finally feeling like you got the hang of this. Looting the pockets of drunks rarely gets you noticed anymore. And your fellow guild members are starting to teach you the tricks of the trade now. Oh, how kind of them. 60% of pockets picked. You probably pick a rich guy's pocket. You really have to pay more attention to the bodyguards than the guy himself. With how obvious some of the walking wealth in this town is, you figure a good bodyguard is worth their weight in gold. You idly wonder if you've stolen a bodyguard's weight in gold so far. 80% of pockets picked. More out of boredom than anything else, you try your hand at picking the pockets of a rich guy's bodyguards. Unsurprisingly, they notice, and you can barely make it out without having your fingers snapped. But more importantly, you've learned that indeed, the bodyguards are well paid. Okay, 100% of pockets picked. After cashing in your latest haul of odds and ends people keep in their pockets, you decide to treat yourself and head to a tavern. While you enjoy the fruits of your labors, you overhear someone brag how their caravan has yet delivered a load of expensive fabrics to their warehouse. Maybe it's time to diversify your thieving expertise. Oh, great. I guess we're gonna rob the warehouse now. Okay, a seminar in Commerceville attended with 1000 leadership. It's automatic now. You walk into the room and take off your coat, blindly tossing it to the side where someone is already waiting to catch it despite not even knowing your name. This loop, 5 seconds ago. You amuse yourself talking over the seminar, confident that even the leader cannot deny the air of leadership you wear like a cloak. Or even more of an ass now. 1% of warehouses robbed. Your first attempt was an unmitigated disaster. Unlocking the door took ages. You had no way to grab most of the loot, and the warehouse guards nearly managed to grab you. All that, and you only managed to grab a few small knickknacks. 10% of warehouses robbed. This time you spend a while practicing your lockpicking before you try again. The guard still spots you, though, and you have to leave most of the loot in place, but at least you got a better haul this time. Dude, how do we need to still practice our lockpicking? We've been doing that like 1,000,000 times or more already. In Beginnersville. Okay, 20% of warehouses robbed. Since the guard has been wrenching your plans every time, you make sure to knock him out on this trip. His patrol route is the same every loop anyway, so sneaking up from behind isn't much of a problem. 40% of warehouses robbed. You convinced a few of your guildmates to help you out this time. While you're still doing most of the work yourself, having a few extra hands to carry the loot out means that you practically clear the warehouse's various valuables before the guards get back. 60%. The boss has caught wind of your ability to coordinate an effective warehouse robbery and insists that you get involved in a larger heist. One of the trading companies is going to hold an art auction soon, and the boss wants a few pieces cheaply. The warehouse is a lot better protected, though. 60% of warehouses robbed. Scoping out the auction warehouse confirms your suspicions. Dozens of guards, entrances that are under magical protection, even the lots themselves are bolted to the floor in several cases. Still, you plot and plan until finally you've got your game plan and a crew that can pull it off. Oh, we get to do insurance fraud next once all the warehouses are done. And we're only 2% of the way there. We're left. 1% left. Okay. The heist is almost as much of a mess as your very first, but with one key difference. You made off with almost every last lot of the auction's catalog. One of your crew members expresses his concerns that the train company will be out for blood, but the boss insists that it's all insured, so they get almost every last lot of so they'll get their money. Insurance, huh? Wonder if you could get in on that racket as well. Oh joy, and now we do insurance fraud. 1% of fraud committed, as if fraud has percentages. As per usual, your first attempt is run into a few snags. More specifically, the insurance company is immediately suspicious that someone who signed up with them 3 minutes ago immediately has damages to declare. And only your silver tongue keeps them off of your back until the end of the loop. Wow. %10 of fraud committed. Slowly but surely, you're getting a little smarter. This time around, your insurance agent gives you a suspicious glare before heading over to the agreed upon sum after you put on a sob story of how you were beaten up right in front of the office and had your watch stolen. If anything, it's a little scary how eager your fellow guild members are to knock your teeth out. Great. %20 of fraud committed. You have realized during the... Oh, hold on. Okay. You had a realization... Oh, no, not yet. Okay. You had a realization during the planning phase of this loop's fraud. If the insurance company gets suspicious due to insured items suffering damage within a day, then the obvious solution is to do a little impersonation and cut with both sides of the knife. Your guildmates snatch the priceless artifacts, then you convince the insurers that yes, you are in fact the owner and should be compensated. Now just to get a better at disguising yourself. Thieves Guild in Commerceville, Thief Rank C reached. The boss gives you an approving nod after you manage to sneak a key from a hired guard's pocket. The guard in question grumbles something about how that would have cost her her job if she'd been employed anywhere else. We don't care about losing our job. We just loop back anyway. We technically lose it every loop. Okay. Okay, we can X out of this, X out of that. We don't need to keep grinding leadership. That way we can commit more fraud per loop. We're collecting our interest, but we're never investing again. I would like to at least invest what we're collecting each loop, even if that means we don't get to invest all the money from our stealings. I'd like to know how much we're stealing in fraud. Yeah, I've got 7,500. I'm not investing again. It's fine, just play it out. I guess we can do 10 and then we invest. More insurance fraud. Put that up there. Yeah, we're making it through the loop, right? Yeah, we can do 14. Yeah. That way we put more money in. Not that we need more money. We have billions in here and we can collect millions. It's stupid. Yeah, but why wouldn't we throw the money our interest into the bank right again every single time? Okay, we've still not collected our key. We don't need it yet. We just got more fraud to do. Okay, so pickpockets have maxed, warehouse rob maxed. We keep what was the word? Impressing the Thieves Guild, and our rank is going up to C. Thievery is going up, dark magic is going up. Little bits of practical magic still. That's good. Anything else moving? Mercantilism is moving. Yeah, several of these are moving right now. That's great. Thievery. Oh, it's double thievery, but extra mana cost. And double thievery again, but no extra mana cost. Oh, and more EXP experience. Oh, this is how we grind luck. We grind luck by committing insurance fraud. Oh, joy. Well, it's only 250. Is there gonna be another rank up? Let's look back at Merchant Town. Because the Crafting Guild went 150, 200, 250. But it didn't get up to 300, so it might follow the same process. Yeah. While drinking tea with an elderly man, you idly wonder just how much your moral compass has drifted over the last couple loops. Oh, we're in the tank, man. We never went to Valhalla yet. We are terrible. As a courier, you had a strict moral code, Remember, courier is what we started off as. As a courier, you had a strict moral code regarding not taking what isn't yours, but here you are. The man in question has been put in a hairy situation by his insurance company and is now discussing how to get revenge. You don't really care about the particulars, but the last few loops have been very profitable thanks to the old man's involvement. Have we grind enough to be able to do more in a loop? No, not yet. Okay. We're stuck at 14 so far. Zoomy zoom on the thievery and dark magic. Which just gives us more mana from Smash Pots and Wild Mana. Oh, this is a loop where I haven't gone back to double check that. Not a loop, but a loadout that I haven't made sure that we're doing the most that we can. Yeah, we weren't doing the most that we can. And I'm not a bad enough person anymore. Okay. Haggle. Somehow I have less mana, that's fine. We will fix this. We're not gonna Stonehall. We will get more mana from this. We're not doing the funny plants. We can't swindle suckers. Weak spots checked. And those are the mana geysers. Shiny spots. Yeah, we want all of those. That's getting me deaded. Okay, that's fine. Mana wells had not been fixed to the right number. We don't care about the pylons or the stones. Okay, so I'm no longer able to make it all the way. Okay, I need to buy mana? But then I can't afford stuff. Can I do this by mana? Okay, it's speed's an issue. Right. Okay. So let's take this off. And that's enough to make progress. And we're back to making all the progress we were making before. Okay. It's just hard to see it blink there and not know. So I got to keep all of that junk. All of the increased numbers. Let's double check all of those again. 75, 15, 30, and 15. Good. 150. That stays at 50. Yeah, this is speedy speed. Speedy speed can have these things removed. Let's save to list, make sure we don't lose progress on this. Heal the sick can get removed. We're not doing gambling. We have to keep money. So we can get rid of these actions. Don't think about them. We don't need to think about grinding trolls. Getting necklaces, doing these fancy grindy business. I have the mana wells twice on here. Yeah, we have all 15. So we can get rid of that. We're not gonna destroy pylons or do the dark sacrifice or zombies or tower. So we can clear that off the list. Jungle path, definitely not gonna grind anything in there. Can't even do the totem yet. Okay. So can I get this? No, because I have to buy stuff after it. What did I just click? This one. The shop is there, okay. Cannot buy there. This is the one thing we can go up with. Purple. Yeah, I can't, buy mana in purple. I can't buy mana in green. And there's no buy mana available in Commerceville yet. Assassin's Guild. Once we complete all the insurance fraud, we'll gain the Assassin's Guild option. Oh, that gives us charisma. Oh, joy. And dexterity, the things we're the furthest behind in. Yes, both combined. Assassin's Guild will be great. Oh, and look, all 3 of the least things. We won't need perception, but that's fine. Assassin's Guild will be great for us. Oh, 15 haggles in a loop. The shopkeeper basically throws you out of the store, shouting and cursing vociferously at you. Your ears ring slightly at the barrage. Insurance fraud in Commerceville. 75% of fraud committed. You were in the process of concocting a scheme where you take out a life insurance on someone and then have them killed when one of your guildmates bluntly tells you that she won't be helping you with something so suicidally stupid. Pressing her for a bit, you learn that there's a certain secret guild in town that handles murder and assassination, who are none too eager to let you let some upstart start killing without paying their guild dues. Okay, it's a separate guild, and we can only be in one guild at a time. Makes sense. Joys. Let's make sure we are getting all the way there. Yeah, we are. Good. Okay, so we can take the hunting off of the list. We can take gather herbs off of the list. No way we're brewing potions in the evil run. And we don't have the time to do these things in this run. Okay, so I have a few of these buy manas, but I can't actually buy the mana. Otherwise, I lose out on being able to get far enough. But what if I shift some of these quests to before this? Because having all 30 doesn't work. Or does it? It works. We made it. Okay, so we can buy mana after this. Cool. Can we turn this one off now? We can. Okay, we can survive that long now. But we can't do this buy mana. How many of these can we shift up? Because we can split that into 2 different stacks, maybe. Because we need at least some of it. Oh wait, we can do it. We can do math. Gold remaining 606. And each of these... We go back in time to go look. Long quests. Give 90 gold because we've been improving dark magic? No, that's just smash pots and wild mana. Practical magic. That was giving us more gold. Okay, so... And it is getting trained. Somewhere along the loop. I'm not sure where, but somewhere. It's getting trained. It's going up. Okay, so, we get, for now, 90 gold. So let's put 6 less of these before the buy mana. And gold remaining is still... Oh, yeah, that had no relevance. Okay. Gold remaining. I can flip it one more time and still be good. So we're going to do it twice and prove that we're not good. Not good. And we good. Yes. We've made progress. We've made progress. It just gives us a little bit more mana to live off of. It doesn't last as long, but we've made a little bit more mana to live off of. Remember when we had to split these all up into like doing 5 and then buy mana and then 10 and then buy mana and then 5 more to buy mana? Oh, we've committed all the fraud. Okay, let's see. Insurance fraud, we can take off. And let's see, is it telling us could not make the cost? So if we exit this, can we all of a sudden make the cost? Oh yeah, we can't do insurance fraud, of course. Okay, assassinate. Oh, they could have used different icons so that this is less confusing. Whatever. Yeah, we good. Okay. Okay. 100% of fraud committed in Commerceville. The biggest problems in defrauding an insurance company are always related to making sure you don't get caught in a lie. So you've taken to visiting their offices off hours and making some adjustments to some of the documentation related to your cases. This time, however, you spot a folder you haven't seen before in the insurance company's director's office. It's a thin black folder simply labeled, "In case of problems." Inside, you find contact information for the Assassin's Guild. You try not to think why an insurance company would need such a thing as you sneak away. Okay, then we go off and join the Assassin's Guild. But I need to hit pause on the speed. We'll only go 10x speed. Yeah, that's not helping. Because I hear puppy time approaching, and I want to not have new text to read. There we go, glacial. You grit your teeth as you sneak around in the sewage tunnel that connects to the city harbor. Turning a corner, you get to see the entrance to the guild. For less than a second before someone's got a knife pressed to your throat and demands you explain how you found this place. Joining the Assassin's Guild definitely is going to be your largest achievement in smooth talking to date. But by the end, it'll all walk out with a list of targets in hand, several lessons to keep in how to keep a heart beating outside of its body, and still hurting brand under your armpit. Oh. Several lessons on how to keep a heart beating outside of its body. That's a lesson. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. Boy, is that a lesson. So let's see. You discreetly kill your mark in this town. The more well-known you are for either good or evil, the harder putting this off will be. Gives math, cost math, reputation, regardless of whether you're successful or not, regardless. A heart on successful kill. Okay. So is it stopping because I ran out of reputation? No, I'm negative 60 still. Interesting. One more text and then it's puppy time. Join the Assassin's Guild and learn their targets across the world. Bring back their hearts to learn more secrets from the guild. You can only join one guild at a time, including those in Merchanton. On first completion, unlocks an assassinate action in each of the first 8 zones. Oh, I can assassinate in every zone? Gives assassination EXP equal to 100 times hearts squared. Oh. That's interesting. Let's, yeah, I can assassinate everywhere now. Very interesting. The game keeps changing. I love it. But it's puppy time, so I gotta go. Bye.